The right honourable gentleman is absolutely right in saying that we are leaving a dysfunctional union, the European Union, and that is an opportunity for the people of Scotland. But is it not also the case that if we were to follow the Scottish National Party's advocacy and leave the union that works the United Kingdom, we would land the people of Scotland with a huge public sector deficit and the prospect of either tax rises or cuts in services?
Well, my right honourable friend is absolutely right, and it does seem to me to be a very strange contradiction that members on the benches opposite are rightly so concerned about Scotland's continued trade with the EU, but they disregard the fact that Scotland's trade with the rest of the United Kingdom is 4 times as much as with the EU, and that 1 million jobs in Scotland are dependent on our trade within the United Kingdom. That's the union that matters to Scotland.
Ian Stewart.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given the importance of that single market to Scotland, does my right honourable friend agree that the last thing the Scottish economy needs is a perpetual uncertainty of another independence referendum?
Mr. Speaker, if anyone who actually listens to businesses in Scotland and indeed to the people of Scotland, it is quite clear that people do not want another divisive independence referendum in Scotland, other than individuals who are obsessed with independence. We need to listen to business, take a second independence referendum off the table and concentrate on getting the best possible deal for Scotland and the UK from these negotiations.
Kinley has a long and proud history of invention, innovation and creativity, and has always looked out to the world. Could the government do more to rekindle that outlook in Scotland, rather than the First Minister creating uncertainty and constantly talking about independence?
Mr. Speaker, I agree that we need to see Brexit as an opportunity, and I was very interested to see yesterday that the leader of Glasgow City Council also took that view, that Brexit offered an opportunity for Glasgow to continue to flourish. So rather than doom-mongering, which is the constant refrain of the SNP, let's take a positive approach and let's seize the opportunities that are out there for Scotland.
Kevin Foster.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In his assessment of the impact on the Scottish economy of the UK leaving the EU, has he included an assessment of the impact of Scotland leaving its biggest single market, the rest of the UK, something some people are demanding week in and week out?
Mr. Speaker, as I said in my earlier comments, I find it very surprising that people who set out a great enthusiasm for the European single market at the same time are willing to dismiss the United Kingdom single market, which is worth 4 times as much to the Scottish economy and employs 1 million Scottish people in jobs.
Mr. Mark Harper.
Mr. Speaker, can the Secretary of State reassure the House that as he's conducting those discussions around the world, engaged with British business, he does 2 things. First of all, he gets the maximum opportunities for Scottish business, but also uses it as an opportunity to demonstrate that Scotland is better as part of the United Kingdom and knock on the head all this talk of independence, which we incessantly hear from the party opposite.
Mr. Speaker, I agree with my right honourable friend. I think it's vital that we promote Scotland's interests in that way, but that we do so working in conjunction with the Scottish Government. Both governments can have a role to play, for example, as the Scotch Whisky Association has identified, in developing new markets and promoting that vitally important product for Scotland's economy.
James Berry.
Mr. Speaker, on the theme of Scotch whisky, I was pleased to read last month that exports of Scotch whisky are up for the first time in 3 years, with a surge of exports to India. Does my right honourable friend agree that the UK should work together to support the export of great British products, including great Scottish products like whisky?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I do, as I've just set out in my previous remarks, and bodies such as the Scotch Whisky Association acknowledge and accept that, and they want to see the two governments working together in that regard, and that's what I'm committed to doing.
Henry Smith.
With that significant transfer of powers from the UK government to Edinburgh, does my right honourable friend agree with me that the Scottish government should get on with exercising those powers for the sake of the welfare of the people of Scotland, rather than wasting time on expensive and unnecessary talk of second independence referendums?
I absolutely agree with my honourable friend. These are significant powers which the Scottish Government and the Scottish National Party in this House asked for. I think people around Scotland will be looking to see how they are being deployed and what process is being used. And I think the message coming from the people of Scotland generally to the Scottish Government is get on with the day job.